What's up, guys? So today we're going to learn how to sing Subharmonics.
I don't wanna know.
So how do we get so deep? First, I'm going to explain how this works. What happens is we sing a fundamental note, right? So this note, and then what happens is I cut back a little on the airflow, and I'm going to let a little bit of vocal fry kind of creep in, which is this sound, the right? A little bit of that's going to creep in, right? But not a lot of that, okay? Just enough where it's going to change the oscillation pattern of my vocal folds, which vibrate like this, right? And the vocal fry is actually going to stop it from vibrating like this to vibrating like this. So it's going to skip every other oscillation. And what happens is, as a result, the voice drops a whole octave. So what you got to do, we're going to start on a higher note. So this note. We're not going to start super deep. And we're just going to focus on singing this note. We're not going to focus on singing this note. That's not the goal. The goal, I mean, that is eventually the goal. But we need to focus on this note. And what I'm going to have you do is keep reinforcing that note and slowly creep off of your support, right? So very, very, very little support on this note. And what's going to happen is a little bit of creakiness is going to kind of creep in. It'll sound a little crispy. So it'll go from this, where you hear a little of that crisp kind of coming in. Once you feel that crisp, you can lean into it a little bit and get a much thicker subharmonic, right? A goal is to get these notes thick as frick. So we want thick as frick subharmonics. So we're going to go, and then we can lean into it a little bit. Now, I normally wouldn't do them that high because I have a B flat. Like, I'm just going to sing that if I'm going to do a B flat. But for all of y'all that might not have a B flat or even a low C, so let's try it on C. Now we can have a low C. They work better for me as I go lower, obviously, because I'm a bass. But that's where you're going to start. You're going to start with singing that fundamental. And let that kind of crispiness kind of creep in. Now let's go down the scale. So I'm going to try it. Let's try it on a low, let's say A flat. Now let's go back and forth. What we're not doing is or we're not doing that. We're doing this. See how it kind of just kind of flips into it naturally? There's no pushing down. So the hard part about this is you got to think the octave up to sing the octave down. That's how I think of it. When I'm doing my bass lines, I almost like if I'm going to go down to that low A flat, let's just say I have a bass line that goes, or actually, let's say that's the bass line. In my head, I'm going to think, so, think up. This note, so, and that's where that's how you're gonna find the note. You're not gonna find it by dropping. I will say this too. If you have any gunk on the vocal folds, like if you got phlegm or any of that, it ain't gonna work. It does not work because that itself is gonna interrupt the oscillation pattern, right? We need the oscillation pattern. That is the goal, is to get this oscillation pattern. So anything that's going to get in the way of that is going to stop you from singing a subharmonic. So definitely keep you want your throat to be nice and clean. Like you don't want a lot of gunk down there. I like to do vocal fry to get the gunk off. Like that vibrates what's called the supralaminal propria, which is the little gelatinous material on the exterior of our vocal folds. That just kind of slap the vocal folds together in a really relaxed, easy way. And that's going to help vibrate some of that mucus, and then a quick, and that'll get it off. And now the next thing we want to do. So now that we found the subharmonic, let's kind of shape it. So let's find another one. I don't know. We'll do a G. Now what I'm doing is I'm raising my soft palate. So imagine like a yawn. So yawn for me once. Go. Okay, you see how my voice kind of went like that? Like it's kind of in that spot. If I was to sing this note like that, oh, that's kind of what it's going to sound like without a subharmonic. Now, when I add the subharmonic, oh, it sounds nice and thick. It sounds round and bassy, right? Otherwise, we'll get like a which just kind of sounds like a robot. So, that just means I got a really big soft palate and I got a lot of space back there. So, and that's what gives you that like rounder pitch. You can keep going down the scale if you want, depending on where you bottom out. Go up the scale, go down, and just experiment with this. But the key here, never leave that fundamental note, right? That's the big key. Don't leave the fundamental note. If you leave the fundamental note and you try to drop the octave and go, it's not going to work. If you want to learn more about this, me and my good friend Peter Barber, we teach a lot of this stuff. We teach all this stuff and then some on Bass Singer Academy. So definitely look in the description for Bass Singer Academy. It's an online course that we have, and we go in much more bass detail in there. That comes with monthly live calls that you can actually attend, and you can learn even more there. But try this out for now, and get those bass notes, those subharmonics, thick as frick. So that's the goal. We want everything to be thick as frick, thick bass. All right, y'all. Peace. They love us country.
Shop, doing something unholy. He sat back while she crumpled it. She'll be popping it. Yeah, she put it down slowly.
Up her bow, dip down, oh blow, my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Mary, did you know?
Gucci on, Gucci on.
I could wear my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, bet I made you look, I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress, but I'm hotter when my morning hair's a mess. 'Cause even with my booty on, bet I made you look, I made you look.
So would you go